sa imong input aning kaning pangutanaha. Maybe you can make a list for us also, right? Join us. Give me your top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time, right? And then we can factor that in kasi si Justin, ang ato ang accountant, ang ato pong abogada, siya may nag-put together sa tanan nga mga inputs sa ato ang mga listeners ug sa mga singers nga ng mga kailan nato nga ni tabang pud paghimo sa lista. Maybe you can come up with your top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time. I'll give you time to do it, okay? While you're pressing the buttons there and assisting you. Okay ra ba?
Sige.
Kaya?
Sige.
Okay, 7:58 atong takna karon. Naminaw ka sa pinakasugbuanon nga radio station. 105.1 TMC.
Submitted my license already for
Roger.
yeah.
You're listening to 105.
Yung bungkag. Top of the morning to all of the barrios and the barangays listening to the most Cebu music, ang pinakasugbuanon nga radio station in the whole damn world. 105.1 TMC.
House spoons in the stereo. We reaching no time to give it to ya. We about to wreck, no we rock the show. This is the right yo we represent. House spoons in the stereo. Because it must be the stereo. We reaching no time to give it to ya. This is the right that we represent. We'll bounce around, no time will come around you yo. So get your groove on down, it's time to start the show. We'll come around your town, we'll bounce around your body, yo. So get your groove on down, it's time to start that show. Rock
Can I use this? Is there a way I can use this? Headphones like this? Can I put this somewhere now? This one? Is there a place now?
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got somebody like no one who's ever done one. No time you miss a wrong.
No, listen. I tried that already.
You got to rock this party all night.
What's up? What's up? Hey, hey.
Where's that coming from?
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Why is there multiple songs playing at the same time? That's the very definition of chaos. Two songs playing at the same time.
Is it okay now?
It is now 8:09. It's still there. I can still hear it, man. What is that?
What?
Anyway, it is now 8:09. It's Jiggy Juice. Okay, now. Okay, now. And want to get in touch with us, we have an actual text number. 0962-746-3537. Kung balik ko na. 0962-746-3537. If you have any suggestions and whatnot, let us know.
Local, vocal, and global. 105.1 TMC. Best of us.
Why did it play? I didn't touch the screen, man. So weird. Why did it play, man?
Let them lose, show yourself, don't be afraid. Just follow
Be all the speakers, bro.
Huh?
Push the two here. Do these for that.
Dance, dance, move, your body. Dance, 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 move, your body.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music. Nakatilaw na ka ng buwad, suka, sili, sikwati. Di aron? Katilaw na ka na ba?
Wala ba?
Ang so weird yung kombinasyon na ta. Buwad, suka, sili, sikwati. Ha? Pero weird ka, di ba? Ano nakaragon na good?
Lagi.
Suka, sili, sikwati. Saan mo na like, nasa siguro yung buwad, suka niya, sili niya, sikwati na yun. Suwayan gano'n na to, di ba? Well, magsuway ta na kuno. Pagda ako buwad, ako yung magdag suka, sili og sikwate. What do you say, ha? Nakay maayo nga source og kaning buwad, ha? Naman kay mga amigo nga taga South, maybe na ay mga buwad dito, na ay buwad dito. Dili na siguro ang lugar for buwad, ha?
Oh, mangita
tag buwad. Okay, Ron. Maing buntag, maing bungkag. Top of the morning to Junie Dumasis and Joel Lim and the rest of the guys here on the chats. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw ngani sa TMC.
Break free. I have no reason to hide. Now I choose to walk with pride.
Five point one. How come I can't hear myself? Great magic. Gay is okay. I can't hear a thing. on 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Gay is okay. Okay na gid ron. Pwede lagi ka masultis tino na ron. Ha? Gay is okay. Ato nang gihata gipa hinungod sa ato ang mga tigpaminaw nga mga membro sa LGBTQI plus na ba kay kaning amigo nga membro diha sa kanang grupo ha, Ron?
Oh,
Naidaghan?
Oh. Actually, kana sila kayo mas lingaw sila kakuyog ba na.
O ba? Lingaw gina sila kakuyog. Kanang porti yung tabiana, di ba?
Oh, kaya.
Labi kay katabian niya kung fan na sila, kung suporta na sila nimo, full support sa, di ba?
Kaya, grabe ka sila.
So, good morning, maayong buntag niyong tanan sa mga atong mga kaigsuunan sa LGBTQIA+. Nagdako-dako man atong komunidad. So, nananapitang atong plus. Maayong buntag ni mo diya, Bert. Buwad suka sili. Sikwati is similar to red hot chili peppers, blood, sugar, sex, and magic, of course. I got that vibe early on. South vibe, maayong buntag, top of the morning. Let's go! Maayong buntag diya, Joel Lim. Also natin tigpaminaw nga naminaw nato nga karon sa Doha, Qatar. Can you believe that? Nasa Doha, Qatar si Gerard. Maayong buntag nimo diha. Gerard of Doha, Qatar. Top of the morning from Cebu, from Jiggy Juice.
Finally, local.
Food. Maong sa MX3, I can multitask and inspire to do more every day. MX3, diri ko believe.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 kapsula hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Are you in need of custom-made print for your products or thinking how to grow your business? Make your brand outstand in the market. Twin B Print Ads, your partner in print advertising, can think out of the box that suits your budget, from your personalized brand to retail or any commercial needs. Twin B Print Ads can deliver. Experience the
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music. Ayaw mo kalimot, join us in our conversation in our chat group, Tops Media Center on the tubes. And also, you can join us at topsmediacenter.com. Is our website up and running? Can you check, Ron Weasley? Up ba? Is it up? Please check. Also, pwede po mo text na ako. May text number. Low text sa usahay. I would consider texting. Murag medyo low tech gamay. Pero sige lang, okay ra. Okay ra pa nang mag-text-text ta. 0962. That's 0962-746-3537. Once again, may bungkag sa ato ang mga tigpaminaw, especially those on the chats. So good morning to all of you stuck in traffic sa Banilad, Talamban area. Sus, grabihang trapika na niya. Muna'y bugat nga traffic. May bungkag. Top of the morning to the other half of the show, top of the morning, si Justine Narvios. Bago ra siya nakagawa sa gate sa Ateneo de Cebu. So, akong gi-imagine nga porte ng trapika karon sa iyang dapit diha sa Talamban siguro. Asa na ka siya dapitan? Baka siya dapitan sa Sunny Hills, sa Silver Hills, sa USCTC. Anambot lang kay kanong lugar diha. Forever traffic yun na diha. Maayong bungkag. Top of the morning to all of you stuck in traffic. Daghang salamat sa imuhang pagpaminaw, sir. Daghang salamat sa imong pagpaminaw, madam. It is always a pleasure to know nga naaday mo diha na minaw sa diay on the other side. You're listening to me. My name is Jiggy Juice, right here on 105.1 TMC. Oh my God, that's Lourdes Buwag Balik. Top of the morning to all of you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Atong mga tigpaminaw sa tubes sa YouTube Tops Media Center. Guess who just arrived here? Maayong bungkag ni mo. Top of the morning, Justine.
Hi, my bungkag, Jiggy.
Top of the morning to you.
And Ron, how you guys been?
Good, good. How was your weekend?
It was great. I spent the weekend in our farm stay in Asturias.
You have a farm in Asturias?
We call it farm stay because we don't really know what to do with the land.
Okay.
We tried planting some stuff, but
Di mo tubo?
yeah,
Nga naman.
I've got a black thumb. I mean, I
A
didn't
black
plant
thumb.
it.
Huga o kuko?
For some reason, the stuff just, I don't know, they
Oops.
don't grow. So for now,
what's happening, Kuya Magic? Why are you removing the
he's
furniture?
redecorating the place. Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Feng
Okay.
shui daw.
So
yeah, I
you
spent
don't-
the weekend there.
You don't know what to do with the land, but you tried planting, but nothing ever grows there.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Have you
it's
ever
just
tried
us.
planting money or something? Kaning maghug ka dito mga 10 pesos, kanang 20 pesos nga kaning bitang sinsiyo.
Does that work?
Basig mo tubo na.
Okay,
Ha?
you know, we'll try it out.
Suway ko na kung ang liso.
Money tree.
Money tree. Oh.
Money tree.
So what's to do in Asturias?
So we have a farm stay. It's just like this big chunk of land, and we have like a hill there. So we call it Jingle Hill, and then we have like
Ngang Jingle Hill man na siya.
Well, my grandfather grew up there, and then his nickname growing up was Jingle for some reason.
So Jingle Hill.
Oh, Daddy Jing, nickname that. So we call it Jingle Hill.
Okay.
And
How high is this hill? Marag pare kata sa taps diri sad.
No, sad, not really. but-
Magkatunga sa taps, mga 2,000 feet.
I don't really know. It's not a very big hill.
Okay.
There's just like this little house on the hill, and so
Okay.
we oftentimes go there for camping. My dad likes to camp with his friends.
Okay.
So it's just like
Mga yang-
all grass. So they bring tents. Sometimes people go car camping there. So yeah, we spent the weekend and pretty much it. I spent the whole weekend sleeping.
Wow, that's
eating
nice.
what you mentioned earlier. I heard on the radio.
Buwad.
Buwad. Yeah.
Buwad sili sikwati?
Yeah. No sili, no sikwati, just buwad.
Just buwad.
Just buwad. Kulang ingredients, no?
Oh, that's nice. So
Yeah.
tell me about the traffic situation.
Oh my God.
Right now, kato ang atong mga tigpaminaw nga naadapit diha sa Talamban, sa Banilad, unsa may tsura diha.
Traffic's okay.
Really?
Okay, no, I was just trying to be nice. It's not okay, guys. It's not okay. I don't know why. In the first few days, even if I leave the house really early and we drop off my sister in Ateneo,
Okay.
I could still make it in time here. But for some reason now, the traffic outside of Ateneo takes like an hour. So
Oh, good. Oh.
yeah, that's just been the whole situation. Sa kanang mga small roads, bitaw Jiggy.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if there's anyone else there right now who's still stuck. They know what I'm talking
Top
about.
of the morning to
Top
you.
of the morning.
Nothing but good vibes from our
Yeah.
hearts to yours.
Yeah,
Daghang
from our
salamat
station.
sa inyong
So
pagpaminaw.
I was able to combat that, and honestly, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna be so late. But it's hard to be worried when you're listening to the best.
All
right?
right, all right.
When you're listening to the best music in Cebu.
Earl John Parrot is listening to us right now.
Hi, Earl John.
Maing buntag Jiggy Juice. Daghang
Maing
salamat.
buntag.
Top of the morning to you. And ato mga tigpaminaw sa tubes sa YouTube sa Tops Media Center. Naminaw sila karon na daghang salamat si Joel Lim. Good morning kuno nimo diha.
Hi, Joel Lim. Top of the morning to you.
Kani si Joel Lim, grabe kay ni siya, super fans ni siya. So
Yeah.
my goodness. Walay
Thank you.
makalupig ani diri ni siya ni tanaw ni siya sa The Dawn. Puntisan niyang lingaw
Oh
ako no.
yeah.
Yeah, he was here actually in the studios to say hi
say
to,
hi.
to Kuya
Yeah,
Magic
yeah.
and myself.
Oh, that's great. You guys got to meet him. Sayang, I wasn't able to. No, I've only heard of him in the chat spot.
Yeah.
Another time.
You know what? Speaking of meeting, I know you wanted to meet Karencita.
Yeah, sadly.
She actually just all of a sudden from out of nowhere, while we were doing the Dawn and having a conversation, she
Yeah.
called. Yan, inawag siya nga, Jig, birthday na kugma, na ako, Debbie.
Oh, really? Happy birthday to her.
So, niari siya diri pag
Saturday.
Sabado, nag-istorya na, may taas-taas na mga istorya, mura itong nahimo og kaning Karencita special. Among gito ka, daghang kay migmanggipong ipungutanan niya. Nabot na siya ang mga negosyo
Yeah.
and all of that. So you wanted to meet her, you mentioned
Yeah.
on the on text. So ngano,
Yeah,
why did
sayang.
you want to meet Caridad or Karencita? Go ahead.
Well, first of all, she's a very great artist, and she started at a young age, and she's always putting Cebu at the forefront of all of her works. Like proud Cebuana gid siya, no? So, and actually, one thing that I like about her, I feel like she is, like as she always mentions in her interviews, very obedient to her parents, and the misconception a lot of times is that when you're that famous, I think people would often think like, oh, they do things on their own without without their parents. Like, especially when I feel like the misconception is when you're in the hip hop industry, kanang they always think like you're some kind of kanang independent rebel, like
So,
thug,
kanang,
you know.
mo ginang
Pero she's different. She's super kanang family oriented. Yeah, nursing pag yun na yung background. So I feel like it's changing the ano sad ba?
the narrative.
Yeah, as a female rapper.
Lain-lain mo ginang istorya, right? Kanang mga istorya madunggan nimo, lahi sa madunggan nato, lain-lain ginang istorya, but I think
Yes.
of course music primarily is a kind of rebellion, right? Nga mura o ganing dili ka ganahan maminaw sa kanta sa imuhang mga parents, for example, because that's not cool, right? That's usually the narrative, diba? Because like for example, me, of course, I grew up with the music of my parents, right?
Yeah. What kind of songs do you remember from your childhood?
Like Vic Damone, like Frank Sinatra,
Okay,
like
the
Barbra
classics.
Streisand. So
Yeah,
mga classics, naka-appreciate you gano'n, yeah. But being a child, I think youth also is also about going against status quo. Mo gina siya, diba? Because you want to make things better, right? So mo na siya nga music is always a kind of rebellion, right? Pero kanang mga parents nga o mga artists nga gi-manage ilang mga parents or kanang very gitawag ni mo na very obedient, right? That's good. That's very good. That's a good example. But you also have to understand na naasa yung mga parents nga magpahimos pud sa ilang mga anak, di ba? Ang classic example si Britney Spears, di ba? Nga loy kay ista na daghan kay mga inana pud. So in fact a lot of times kanang mga, especially if it's family that manages a boxer or
an athlete. Yeah.
Magkagubot yun eventually because lahi man agud ang hunahuna na kahit kanang bata man gud they're becoming their own person,
Yeah.
right? And as much as we would like them to be the people that we want them to be, they want to be the people that
They
the
wanna
person
be.
that they want to be,
Yeah.
right? So at the end of the day,
You can only do so much.
you
no?
have to be able to let that go sometimes. Some parents cannot let that go. So mo na siya nga mag-away, magbuwag, usay pahimuslan.
Actually,
daghan
that's true,
sa
kid.
kayo mga
No?
tabo. So every story is always different.
Yeah.
So I think Karencita's example is a great example
Yeah.
of that. But you have to understand life is complicated, right? Right?
It
And
is
there are
complicated.
different stories for different individuals.
Yeah.
But Karencita is a great story and I hope she's in the comeback trail kay medyo
Yeah, did she mention anything about that? Like
nasakit man to siya good paghuman kani she
okay.
had like a lung infection of sorts. Unya paghuman na naghisgot siya nga naglingkod ko na sa istoryanay ko na sila ni medyo maldito,
Yeah.
ni Ungart, unya a few other artists. So I hope a collaboration is in the works.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, come back for all those artists.
Kung
So-
naaragod si Ungart, kaila ka ng Ungart, si Rich Mindset, unya si Medyo
And,
Maldito,
Medyo Maldito also.
unya si Karencita,
Karencita.
maghimo sila kanta. Kung naaragod mo sa nakalingaw.
Yeah, kanta and content as well.
Oh,
no? Maybe mga
alright.
videos po.
Oh,
Because she's
my-
also a personality.
She started with video content.
Yeah,
Katawanan
kana
kayo.
mga,
Mga karidadism ko, no?
yes.
On 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
Come on, Kay! may pagkami-kamira. That epitomizes like being tribal, right? Kami-kamira, di ba?
Saying,
Kami-kamira.
okay ra, if you don't include us, then that's fine.
Which is a kind of a, I don't know. What do you think of that? Because tribalism is universal,
It's not
right?
necessarily good, di ba? I mean, it's not
especially
good.
in the creative department, baka ng tribalism ito.
Yeah.
Especially in Cebu, makadungog ko na pirmi nga murag we clump ourselves into tribes sa mag-tribut-tribut ta bang mag-idyo mag-awa-awa ta ba. Unya 2024 naman gud unya murag kinaraan kina nga style ba.
Yeah.
But you know, how do you feel about that kaninga Justin? Kay murag importante na nga conversation that we should have, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in different industries, tribalism happens. It's evident, no, in the workplace. So I don't know if there's sometimes when there are different offices. For example, there's always a discrimination between
pro ug anti, di ba? Mga pro Justin, mga pro Jiggy Juice, mga pro Ron,
I
ano
feel
ba,
like there's
Magic.
this term we hear a lot. People would say, I don't know, not to offend anyone, but I've just heard this around the Imperial Manila. Right, and that's a phenomenon wherein the people from Manila, they somehow discriminate when it comes to like mga Cebuanos. So it's sad, but it really does happen, and even in the music industry, it's difficult because the reality. Now, it's not really a bad thing or a good thing. The reality is that most of the things that need to be done, you have to go through Manila. So most of the time, the formula is if you want to go worldwide, it's Cebu, then Manila to the world, because the business is there, right? The big companies are in Manila, the shows are in Manila. But there's not to say that there's none of that in Cebu. And in fact, there's a growing community of like a platform in Cebu, like for example, like us, TMC, no? That's been our goal, to bring Cebu to the world. So it's not a bad thing that you have to go through Manila. That's just the reality of that. So, if, for example, in my, I wouldn't really say career. It feels cringy to say career.
But we can bend reality to our will, right? If we're strong enough, I mean, and we're persistent enough. Kanang realidad man gud, mabaog man na nato, di ba? Dili mabali, mabaog na nato. Mo na giningon nila, like I said.
Yeah.
We can bend reality to our will. So we have to do something about that reality. Mo na ang pasabot nimo nga kaning when you're young, you know, especially when you're already independent na, you want your reality to be different as well. And other people, including our parents, sometimes nasa realidad nga ganahan i-impose na to sa hay, di ba? So sometimes pareha na, sometimes dili po, di ba? So
it really depends on the personality of people. If you're lucky enough to have the same reality of other people, then you agree on things. But if not, then
But you know, I like you know, there once was a saying from a poet, a comedian, when he said when you find yourself in with the majority, it's time for you to change. It's time for you to think.
When you find yourself within
thinking like the majority,
you
you have to start rethinking about what you're thinking about. Because here's a fact. Here's a fact that nobody, not everybody can agree. The majority can be wrong. The majority can be wrong, right? So mo na akong pasabot nga imo ginahon na og tarong kanang tribalism.
What do you think about that, Jiggy?
Tribalism para nako ang bottom line na niya, negosyo ra gyud, commerce ra gyud. Magtapok-tapok ta kay mas kusgan man ta kung tapok ta as a financial, as a social institution, di ba? So magtapok-tapok na sila kay mahadlok man sila nga sila rang usa. You know, I don't want to go to war by myself, right? Because I makumparar man ako ang nang let's say music industry like a war, right?
Oh my God.
If you think about it, you know, kanang gubat magud kinahanglan nga daghan kag sundao,
people
diba?
On your side, exactly.
So mo na siya, at the end of the day, it's not really kaning tribalism. It's not really imperial.
It's more about making friends and less of making enemies, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Kanang imong gihisgot nga Imperial Manila, dili na kay ingon nga kaning discriminate ta, dislaganahan kay Bisaya ta, what not, right? It's really about business at the end of the day. If you really analyze it. But it's easier and it's nicer and it's more
how you say?
Kaning more convenient ba nga. Blame it on tribalism. Blame it on this.
But the reality of it
is really the business
that's
side.
True.
Negosyo ra gyud siya. It's all business, right? So mo na siya nga mo discriminate og mga tao dili tungod kay dili ta ganahan niya ganahan ta
Yeah,
makatake
it's not really
advantage
more
niya.
of a personal thing.
Yeah,
Most of the
yeah.
time, it has to do with business.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I take it in the music industry. For
Yeah.
example, if a lot of the artists in Cebu can probably relate to this. If you're signed into a big company and they're based in Manila, the most of the time they would ask you to move there. So thankfully, I've been given the chance to always. I'm always offered contracts and to stay there because the opportunities are there. Jiggy,
Absolutely, yeah.
auditions are there,
Absolutely.
commercials are there, shows are there. So naturally, it would be much more difficult for you to get opportunities if you're in Cebu. If you opt to be in Cebu, pero your company's in Manila. So again, it's all business lang. So it's not
Business lang siya.
necessarily that there's a preference between a Cebuano artist and a Manila artist. But that's the thing I had to realize growing up, because if you don't get guided the right way, you would really think that way. They just don't like us. No, they don't think we're good enough as Cebuano artists. But
Well,
most of the time,
both can be true. Both can be true.
They can exist at the same time.
Yes, they cannot like you, and some
At
people
the same time.
can also like you, right? It's
Yeah.
possible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So all of these different realities,
These
are,
factors,
yeah, the factors, yeah.
oo.
So posible yun di sa ganahan niyo.
Yeah.
Posible sa nga na po yung ganahan mo, di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think for me man good kanang music, di ba, supposedly universal man na, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero naagid na siya yung mga biases, di ba? Naagid kay kaning mura og preference ba?
Yeah.
For example, kanang kanta nga gikan sa imuhang ang gigamit nga lingwahe gikan sa imuhang tawo nga natawhan.
Okay.
Dito sa Cebu, so mas maka-associate ka
Yeah.
na, di ba? Mas
Yeah, yeah.
ganahan
Mas
ka
maka-relate ka.
Mas maka-relate ka na. So that's not your fault. That's nobody's
Yeah.
fault, right? It just so happened to be by accident of birth natawo ka diri sa Visayas, di ba?
Sa Visayas,
so
yeah.
aksidente ra gina siya.
Yeah.
Ang magningon ka nga, Lord, pwede ko matawo sa Italy.
Sa Italy lang.
Oo, or sa Espanya lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Dili man na choice nimo. In fact, you don't even choose your parents. You didn't even choose your name, for crying
Yeah,
out loud,
that's
right?
true.
So mo na siya nga dili na choice nimo nga ganahan ka og binisaya nga kanta, for example, right?
But how do you think, like, sometimes these kind of things, being tribal and all, people would, as you mentioned, blame it on the circumstances of society. But how would you say someone can, like, what's the word, mitigate that on their own? Like, what's the way to really combat tribalism as an individual? What can you say to our listeners?
For me, it's easy. You have to understand, we have the same hopes and dreams and aspirations, right? We want to be happy. We want to love and be loved. We want to eat. We want a roof over our heads.
Enjoy.
Understanding, we are all looking for meaning. We are looking for
purpose.
purpose, right?
Yeah.
We're all looking for the same things as human